Heyo, welcome back to our Fire Emblem Three Houses Let's Play. Today in episode 30, we complete support conversations and then we explore the monastery in preparation for the battle at the Alliance capital. You can say that. And we just get ready for that, really. So, see you in the episode. Starting off episode 30, we have a whole bunch of support conversations after that last mission at the bridge.
We've come such a long way. After all, I was only 4 years old when we first met.
From your perfect memory, Lady Edelgard, I expect nothing short of the utmost precision. Do go on.
Please don't mock me with such frivolous praise. I can hardly recall that day.
Forgive me. I suppose I must have been 6 at the time. I have no recollection. My earliest memory of you is of when you were injured. I recall being scolded most sternly by my father. "You are Lady Edelgard's servant," he said. "You must protect her with your life."
I had no idea. But House Vestra has served House Resfeld for generations. Given that, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised.
Indeed. After that, I made certain to accompany you wherever you went. That is, until the incident.
Ah, when my uncle, Lord Arundel, defected to the kingdom and took me with him.
The sensation of loss that overcame me on that day defies all description. It was as horrific as if I'd lost all my limbs. I left the city in a mad rush to rescue you. My father sent soldiers to capture me. I fought them off for 3 days, but they did finally manage it. Of course, I was only 10. I never would have reached Ferdiad.
I've never heard that story before. So there are things you've never told me.
It wasn't important.
That's beside the point. I wish to know these things. If there's anything else you're keeping from me, please tell me at once.
Respectfully, I decline.
Why? It's a simple order. I really must know.
Speaking of your orders, there was a task you gave me earlier which I have yet to carry out. Excuse me.
Wait just a moment. I just hope he's not hiding anything too worrisome.
Who else you gotta talk to? Lysithea.
Lysithea, are you all right? You don't look well.
Huh? Oh, no, I'm fine. Really. Just not accustomed to so much manual labor.
You were cleaning the library all by yourself?
Yes. The other student who was assigned to tidy up with me wasn't feeling well. So, it's just me. I figured I could at least dust the bookshelves or something, but I got a little carried away.
So many books. You probably tired yourself out just moving them from the shelves.
As much as I love books, I can't say I love carrying stacks of them to and fro. They're so heavy.
Well, maybe you should think things through a little more next time. Surely you can tell how much physical strength the job is going to require before you begin.
I can do without the condescension, thanks. After all, I'm the only one who has to deal with the fact that I've worn myself out.
I only said that you should take care of yourself, especially considering...
Considering what?
You little.
Nothing. Never mind. How about you return to your quarters? I'll finish cleaning up in here.
But I want to finish what I've started.
I don't mind, really. Please, don't make me repeat myself.
Damn.
Fine. As long as you'll finish all this up.
I will. Get some rest, okay?
Yes. Thank you.
If what I heard about Lysithea is true, I just don't know how much of it I should believe.
Oh. That's why they're talking. Because they both got 2 crests.
I can't believe it. How can I show my face to Lady Edelgard after this?
That's what you get, Hubert. If you rested like me, you wouldn't collapse from exhaustion.
As much as it pains me to say it, you're right. But to be looked after by you of all people, that might be the worst part of this. I don't know how to feel, to be honest. So for now, let's pretend I thanked you.
Oh, come
Or you could just do it.
I wouldn't abandon someone who collapsed.
You would have in a heartbeat if anyone else had been around.
Ah, yes. Quite accurate, Hubert. Why would I ever bother to be a decent person if there were anyone else I could foist the duty upon? If your
Jeez.
situation turned bad, it would have been an absolute hassle. I could never just leave you there.
If that were the sort of man you truly were, we could never be friends.
But if we weren't friends, I probably would have just left you.
Shame you're so reluctant to do any real work. You're actually pretty good at this. Made sure I was comfortable, checked carefully for injuries, even carried me here yourself. If only you'd apply that knowledge of yours so proactively and thoroughly all the time, you'd be a tremendous asset to the Empire.
There you go again. I see no problem with staying just the way I am. But think of it this way. In an anthill, 20% of the ants are asleep at any given time. And it's not because they're lazy. Far from it. When the working ants become tired, they go to sleep and the others wake up. That's me. I'm the ant who rests so I can work later when other people are tired.
Maybe that's true. But even if it is, it's still just a fancy way to say you let others do all the work. Consider me unconvinced.
I'll consider you a bother and leave it at that. You and Edelgard work far too hard. I mean it. Take a break now and then. If you both collapsed, I think it'd be too much effort for me to bother with. Get some rest, Hubert. Not as much as me, of course.
Fine.
Hubert and Petra.
Looking out toward Bridget, are you?
Yes. There are some times I cannot stop my thoughts from going home. It will be much time before I return. Bridget feels far away.
It is quite a long way. To say nothing of the sea that lies between here and there. Being unable to return must further add to the distance in your mind.
It is as you say. When I return to Bridget, I will be the new queen. I am wishing to show my strength during this war, and to help relations with the Empire.
I believe you will be successful. You may not be Lady Edelgard's equal, but you are resourceful enough to make an excellent queen. And unlike Lady Edelgard, you will not be forced to harden your heart.
Not Edelgard's equal. Is that what you are saying?
Understand that I mean no disrespect by this. But it is a fact that you are far beneath her.
Damn.
No mistake about what would happen if you were to raise your banner in revolt against her. She would crush you mercilessly.
That is not a difference of equality. It is a difference of power.
Even if our homelands were on equal footing, Lady Edelgard would still prevail.
I can see with clarity the difference between me and Lady Edelgard. But that has no matter. I would never lose.
Ooh.
How amusing. For your sake, you had better hope you are right.
That turned hostile for no reason. Ferdinand and Petra.
Taking care of some weapon maintenance, Petra? You seem completely absorbed.
Yes, taking care of the weapons has great importance.
I cannot argue with that. That weapon there, is it from Bridget?
No, it is a weapon of Dagda. But the people of Bridget used them often.
Fascinating. I have read about the weapons of Dagda, but this is my first time seeing one in person.
Lots of weapons and fighting techniques came from Dagda to Bridget.
Ah, so Dagda to the west had a big influence on the Bridget archipelago. I am fascinated by foreign fighting techniques. Would you consider teaching me sometime?
I will. But it is difficult to explain fighting with words. We can try sparring, maybe?
Yes, a practical demonstration. I would be quite grateful.
Let's have our beginning then.
Perhaps we should stop there.
Oh? Do you think you have understanding of the fighting techniques from Dagda?
Yes, now that I have experienced it firsthand. I used to look down on foreign fighting styles, but I was clearly remiss. The footwork, the nimble way you shift your weight is extraordinary. I will have to remember those moves for the next time I am in battle. Clearly, you have honed your skills through practice. Your fist felt as sharp as a spear.
Bridget is stuck in between Dagda and Fodlan. It is of much importance to hone our fighting techniques. I am of the royal family, but I am a warrior before that. I must fight to live and to protect my home.
When the alliances of Bridget and Dagda encroached on the Empire, they were always driven back. But perhaps the Empire's victory was due to geographic advantage or divine intervention, rather than military superiority. Having met you, that is what I think. I cannot help but feel a little disgraced. I held foreign fighting styles in such low regard without ever seeing them for myself.
When I came to Fodlan, I felt disgraced for many things that I learned. But there is no disgrace in losing ignorance. We need to be learning and growing with each other, always.
Yes, by working together we can make progress. And both sides need to look ahead to the future.
Alright, Dorothy and Petra. And then we can start exploring.
Dorothea, I want to be asking you a question.
Oh, please do.
Why have you come to Garreg Mach? Is your goal different from the rest?
Yes, I suppose. Everyone here's an heir or an heiress, but not me. I'm just a commoner. When I enrolled in the Officers' Academy, I was different than everyone else. I wanted to secure my future, and my big idea was to marry money. Ever since, I've been dating different, terribly well-to-do men, searching for a good one. So far, there's been no reason for a second date.
Marrying money? That is not sounding like a good idea. Money would be a bad husband.
Pretty much.
But you treat me well. I have so much gratitude. Why do you show me such friendliness when I am not money?
Oh, no, Petra, this isn't like that. I like spending time with friends. It's wonderful being friends with you, and I hope we can stay close for a long time to come.
Yes, I have that hope too. But I have also been thinking of who is good for me.
Oh, I see.
And still I am thinking we should be friends.
Oh, I know why. Because we're both trouble for Imperial nobility.
Yes, we both have troubles.
Feels nice, doesn't it? Knowing that together we can irritate that many people. Since we've already got a lot in common, let's get to know each other better, shall we?
Well, that's gonna wrap up the support combos. Yeah, let's explore. Still no Sothis. Is that Yuritsa?
What is it?
I just want to chat a bit, you know?
Words for you. I have blades, and if you wish to cross them, I'll be more than happy to. Although you may not be. I was told not to, however. So I will hold off until the war ends.
Huh. Training grounds.
So,
There's nobody here. Wait, this
to tell
guy?
you the truth, I used to be a knight of Seros. But at some point, I just couldn't follow the Archbishop anymore. I ran away in secret and decided to join the Imperial Army. Ever since that day you disappeared, the Archbishop has been completely different. She started laughing as if she was possessed and spouting complete gibberish.
I wish I could see that. Hey, who the heck's in? Bernie's in here.
Claude. Claude. Which one was he again? Oh, right. Yeah, of course I remember him. It's just, I can't picture his face. Don't remember what he looks like. I'm not sure if I ever knew. Oh well, he's just another
Maybe she
enemy
didn't sit in
now,
your
isn't
room all
he?
day.
What? Am I not supposed to see that?
Let's get out of here. Go exploring. Oh, we're stuck.
Right.
Dorothea.
I'm happy when we win battles, and I'm always relieved when our friends make it back safe. On the other hand, it's hard to watch the enemy die. Even worse when it's someone you know. Perhaps it would have been better if I'd just stayed with the opera.
Yeah.
You're right, Professor. I'll never regret the choices I've made. Now you just have to lead us to victory, so everyone else can let go of their regrets too.
Teach me some magic. 1 point away, are you kidding me?
Didn't they used to call Claude the master tactician?
Will people
I want a
stop
nickname
calling him
too.
that?
Maybe I'll get one if I can defeat him at Deirdre. I'll come up with a plan that'll beat his and earn a nickname for sure.
Questionable. Ooh, there's another one. Scythia.
Perhaps, without the support of the Prowess Lords, the Alliance is greatly weakened. Even so, I don't feel great about all this. We're gonna be fighting Claude.
We can definitely
Even
win.
so, we should stay alert. Claude won't be caught off guard, neither should we. Even with you here, this battle will be very challenging.
Teach me your magic. No, teach me authority. That's more important. I want to level that up.
Hey,
Ferdinand.
something.
Well,
If I had not been your student, where would I be right now? Who would I be? Do you ever think about that sort of thing, Professor?
nope.
I see. You are so focused and cool-headed. I wish I could be more like you.
What you teaching? Nothing I want.
Right.
Hi.
Nothing up here. Who are these people? They're yellow.
Big brother always gets so fired up.
Fletcher.
Keep an eye on him. Oh, sorry. I was just talking to myself. I hear you're heading out to Deirdre. Good luck with the battle.
I like her hair.
Hello.
Hey there.
Rudolph.
The Kingdom and the Knights of Seros haven't made any significant moves. I
Ow.
don't suppose they're going to stand by and watch while we attack Deirdre, though. That's why I've doubled our guard and instructed them to be extra vigilant. I will keep Garreg Mach safe. It is my duty and responsibility.
Oh, hello there,
Manuela.
Professor. Did you need something from me? It doesn't look like you're wounded or anything. You just looking for someone to talk to? I thought
I guess.
so. Well, I'm here for you. Making you feel better is my top priority. Whether it's physical pain or worries of the heart, you can come to me for anything, Professor.
Just teach me how to swing a sword. Ooh, black hair tie. Eureka. Ingrid.
Judith of Daphne, you are a force to be reckoned with. You will not be forgotten. In another life, I might have fought by her side. It's a harsh truth, but it's the truth nonetheless.
I think my motivation's pretty maxed on everybody, yep. So I don't need to go in the dining hall.
The Alliance troops were nothing to turn a nose up at. They were pretty strong and brave, too. Our next target of attack is Deirdre, the Alliance base. Better stay sharp, even if we do have superior numbers.
Sure, boss.
Professor?
Gatekeeper.
Nothing to report. Deirdre is known as the aquatic capital.
It's a
Yes?
beautiful town with streets that seem to float on the water and an impressive harbor. In times of peace, it would be a wonderful place for a holiday. Anyway, best of luck in the next battle.
I got carrot.
Heyo. Got a favor to ask.
Search for a remnant that the merchant would be proud to add to their collection. I guess.
Hey.
Not sure what that means.
I figured I'd have a look at how the kingdom is holding up while I was on the road. So I took a trip up north despite the cold. The borders were closed on every road. I wasn't even able to get into the kingdom. Every crossing point was guarded by grim-looking armed soldiers. It was all very imposing.
Hello.
Hello.
So,
She looks...
listen, the Gloucester and Ordelia houses have
That's a
territory
dude.
in the southern regions of the Alliance. Everyone knows they support the Empire, so they won't get in the way of our armies.
Hi.
Ladislava.
During the attack on this place, you allowed me to join your side. Since then, I've risen through the ranks. And now I'm a general leading my own army. In this invasion of the Alliance, I've been entrusted with maintaining the supply lines and keeping the Goneril territories under control. That's why I won't be accompanying you to Deirdre. Please look after Lady Edelgard.
Oh.
Hey, I could use a hand.
Soldiers obtained information about pirates. Head to the Shring region. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. And take them out.
Professor, I think you should be made aware of a certain group working with the Imperial Army. They are the same lot that invented a technique to turn monsters into war assets. It's quite obvious their trick draws on the power of the Creststones, but there is something more to it than that. Some secret I have yet to decipher. I suppose I need to better understand what kind of people they are. Who are they? What do they want? For her part, Miss Edelgard is cooperating, yet does not hide her hostility towards them. I suspect we should prepare, in case the day should come when we must combat these strange people.
So Hanneman knows about him.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Yeah.
Hello.
A hungry hero is no better than a well-fed soldier. Do you know that saying?
Nope.
No? That's because I just made it up. If you're hungry, you're never going to be at full strength. Keep your belly full and stay strong.
Huh. Got us a philosopher in our ranks, apparently.
That reminds me. 5 years ago, most of the people involved with the church in the Empire moved to the Eastern Church in Alliance territory. I've been hearing rumors that the majority of those have now gone to the kingdom capital, Verdiad. The Eastern Church has no military force of its own, so they must be sensing that the Alliance is weak and fleeing.
Interesting. Another mission. Earthworm.
Do you have time for a request?
Catch the big one. The mysterious fish of legend that is said to have appeared in the fishing pond.
Hey, we can't actually join you on the battlefield, but rest assured that we're there in spirit. We're doing everything we can to support the army. So give it your all out there.
I guess. Petra.
Since the past, I have learned much of the language of Fodlan. But speaking the Fodlan language still gives me difficulty. I can understand, read, and write with nearly perfection now. But understanding and speaking are fruits of a different color.
What?
I have gratitude for
That's
you,
part of
Professor.
your charm.
I hope that I will have fluency one day.
Lionheart.
Used to the sight of blood. It always makes me feel as if I might faint. I suppose I've told you that, though, yes? I have no idea how you cope with it. I hope this war ends soon. I dislike being lightheaded because other people are bleeding everywhere. It's all a great deal of bother, but I will do my part, of course.
Teach me black magic. Gardening. Nice. Leonie.
I'm from Alliance lands, but I'm only a commoner. The idea of fighting Alliance nobles isn't exactly losing me any sleep. Fighting old friends, though? That's something else. No, I'd better clear my head. Captain Gerald used to say a mercenary has to be thoughtless. Guess I finally get what he meant.
I guess teach me something. I need to spend these points. Interesting, there's something up here. Let's do this. What are all these knight lovers talking about when they go on and on about chivalry? Maybe I don't get it because I don't care about being a knight. They're talking about strength and courage? Okay. There's something up here. Cornerstone fragment. Oh, is that what the merchant guy wants? Yep. Another mission, jeez.
Professor!
In order to defeat a formidable foe, you must first learn who they are. How much do you know about the Alliance? The Leicester Alliance unites the feudal lords of that region. It holds regular roundtable conferences where they vote on their policies. However, only the 5 great lords are permitted to vote. Duke Goneril, Count Gloucester, Count Ordelia, Margrave Edmund, and their leader, Duke Regan. Their titles were originally granted to them by the royal family of Farkas. About 300 years ago, the Alliance was still part of the Holy Kingdom of Farkas, you see.
Alright, Hubert.
So we've somehow managed to take the Great Bridge of Murden.
Yes.
That means House Gloucester should now be ready to join the fold more formally. We've blown a major hole in Claude's plan to preserve the Alliance. We should press on to Deirdre before he has the opportunity to adjust his strategy.
House Gloucester is Claude's house. Find some flowers and give them to Hubert. What the heck? Actually, teach me. Teach me. Wow, we got B.
This experience is critical.
Nice. Alright, the only last person is Edelgard. And then we gotta zip around to take care of some things.
Professor, I wish we could settle all of this before the fighting begins, don't you? I wish it dearly, but few others feel that way. They fight in a bloody battle, take countless lives, and then finally come to understand defeat. They refuse to admit when they're beaten, and they keep it up until they've been utterly defeated. Of course, I understand that sacrifice is inevitable. But if they're going to surrender after being defeated anyway, why raise a weapon in the first place?
Guess we gotta spend this last point. Alright, where are these flowers at? Down by the greenhouse. Open up. There we go. Gladiolus.
Hey.
Let's go down to the merchant.
Heyo.
Oh, good. Thanks.
Give him his cornerstone. go up to Hubert. Give him his
So we've somehow
flower.
managed to take that means we've blown. We should press.
Gift.
I'll take it. Well done, Professor.
Oh, I didn't even read that. Well, I completed it. Then the last thing I was gonna do is deliver something to Yuritsa.
What is it?
Nothing.
Leave that. I was.
Lost item.
I don't.
Not that one. Black hair tie.
That is mine. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Alright, no supports. Then we're gonna wrap up episode 30. And the next episode, I think we're gonna go all the way down to the end of the month mission. Yeah. We're gonna go conquer Daedru, take out the Alliance capital. We will see you in the next one.